welcome to the Work It Story Suite. Today I am here with Brittany Hennessy, who is the Director of Influencer Talent at Hearst.
Hi, Carrie.
So excited to have you here. And Brittany, you know, one thing I know about you from having known you for a long time is that you really don't take no for an answer.
Accurate.
Okay, so I want you to tell us a story that might give us an inkling into how you don't take no for an answer. Because sometimes it's hard. It's hard. You get a no and you just want to accept it. But give me an example of how you push past that.
Sure. So my current job, perfect example.
Dream job.
Dream job.
Dream job.
I had been working in the influencer space for a while, and I really decided that I wanted to focus solely on casting. I didn't want to go to a casting agency. I wanted to work at a big publication. I wanted to do great brands. And so I saw this job at Hearst, and I was like, oh, this is the job that I have been waiting for. And so I applied for it. A lot of silence, a lot of crickets. I'm like, maybe they don't want me, maybe they hired internally. And I was like, this is not going to be how this ends. So I whipped out my contact book and I wrote every person I knew who worked at Hearst, who had ever worked at Hearst. And I called everybody, emailed everybody, had coffee with everybody, talked to me about this role, who's hiring, who do you know, how do I get in there, they have to hire me, I need this job. And I found this girl who she wrote me and she said, actually, that job's on my team. It was created because part of this job was under me. And I was like, you gotta hire somebody to take care of this. The influencer space is too much. Like, we need a dedicated person. She's like, so come in and have lunch with me. And I was like, yes. And so I went down, we had lunch, she told me about the job. She was like, you would be perfect for this job. She's like, you understand the space. She's like, send me your resume, I'll give it to my boss. Okay, who would be my boss? And so she gave it to her boss. They called me in the next day. I met with her, and then I think like the next day, I met with the next person, and the next person, and I met with HR, and like in a week, they were like, you're great for this job, and we're gonna hire you.
So I want people to know, like, this wasn't you didn't just send one email to one person and boom, magically it was the person who was on the team. How many people did you actually reach out to and push past to be able to get to this one person?
Yeah, so I think it might have been close to 25 people, because people are busy, people are not sure, especially when you're really a big company. And so it really was playing a lot of connect the dots to like find this person who knew this person, who knew that person, and getting people to like tell me about the job, tell me about the company culture. Am I gonna work really long hours? Am I gonna be unhappy? Were you happy? Why don't you work there anymore? And really having to get people to open up and tell me about their past experiences. People also don't like to talk about money, so talking to people about like, it's publishing, what's the salary like in publishing, and really just having to do so much legwork. I think it took such a short time to get hired once the ball was in motion, but it took like almost a month to get to that final person. And she had been on vacation and she wasn't answering my emails, and I kept writing her, and then I started texting her, and then I started Facebooking her, and I pretty much was stalking her and anyone who I knew could help me get to it, because there was not going to be another one of this job. Like, this was the job. And so yeah, at least 25 people, and with her, a lot of emails, I bought a lot of lunches, spent a lot of money.
But it was worth it.
But it was worth it.
Dream job, persistence is key.